You need to do this, or you run the risk of getting suspended if you do retail arbitrage and if you get some IP complaints or some inauthentic complaints. There's some stuff that, like, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to safeguard your account, to protect yourself in case you need to submit documentation for if you get any of those complaints. Because if you don't do this, it's going to be super hard for you to actually be able to provide those documents, right? Before we start, we have a Discord server, link in the description, best place to learn about Amazon, best place to network with other sellers. Join us, super fun, I'm always over there hanging out, a lot of other sellers are always over there hanging out as well. And yeah, let's get into the video. So, before we dive into the computer, I want to show you something that is going to be really important, and that I've been using when I was doing retail arbitrage. This is this tool, all right? It's called the Epson ES50. It is super fast to scan receipts, because yes, you will need to scan receipts. You will need to keep a digital copy of your receipts and stuff. I've been using this. You can definitely use your phone if you want to. You can definitely use a regular printer, like a regular scanner on top of a printer, but it's just super slow. So I would recommend you to use this. I have a link in the description if you want to get it. All you need to do is put the receipt inside, press that button. It's gonna go through. It's gonna scan it. You can do 1,000 at a time. It's super fast. But yeah, link in the description. It's an affiliate link if you want to support the channel. I would appreciate it. If not, like, you can just find it on Amazon. Just type Epson ES50, whatever. I don't care. So you need to keep your receipts, as I said, because you may need to submit them to Amazon, right? If you get an inauthentic complaint, if you get an IP complaint, if you need to work with whoever the brand owner is, you may need them. The issue is that for some stores, such as Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and stuff, the UPC, so the code bar number, is not on the receipt, and they use another SKU, right? They use their own SKU, they use their own barcode, right? If you've been to Ross, if you've been to Marshalls, if you've been to TJ Maxx, you know what I'm talking about. And so you will need to walk around that and find a solution. And I'm gonna show you what I did. It worked super great for me. And yeah, so let's just dive into the computer. So let's just look at so this is basically what a Ross barcode looks like. So they will scan this thing on top right there. They would scan this, and they do not have any information about that in the basically in the on the receipt. So you will need to basically do something. You will need to keep track of that so you can submit them. And the first thing I would do, like whenever I got a new shipment, the first thing I would do is, this is my girl that did it. It's not me, of course. It's not my hands. You would take pictures of those two barcodes next one to the other, right? And then you would scan the receipt, okay? And what I did is I used this spreadsheet. So what I did in that spreadsheet is that I kept a record of all the receipts that I received when I was doing retail arbitrage. So I would log them in, and I was not doing this myself. My VA was doing it. You do not need to get the amount you spent on the receipt, all that stuff. This is because I was doing like stuff like this, like more fancy stuff. So I was, I knew exactly how much I spent and how much money I received from Amazon, right? Not how much money I received, but like the disbursement, all right? You do not need to do this. All you need to track is this. For your receipt, just track the ticket name, because you're going to put the ticket name, so I would recommend you to use this. So whenever you scan a receipt, just name it the name of the store, receipt, and the date. And if you went to multiple of those stores, like, just use number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, right? Common sense. Put the date. Process is because I wanted my VA. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, but you do not need that. Just put the date and put a link. Put it on Google Drive and put a link to your Google Drive, like to the receipt. So it's going to be super easy to find if you ever need to submit it to Amazon. Now, what do you need to do? Why do you need to do all that? It's because then what I had is a ledger, right? And you can see it right there. Yeah, here you go. So what I did is, I had the UPC, right? I had the UPC. I put the UPC of the product. So whenever I have the picture, I sent all those pictures. So for example, you can see right there for this specific what is it called? This specific receipt. So I'm just gonna show you. So in my inventory documentation folder, I have 2 folders, right? The receipts folder and the item picture folder. right? So the receipts folder is where all the receipts are, and the item picture are where all the item picture are. And I have a folder inside that folder with every single receipt that I had, that I scanned, right? And so when my VA like received the receipts to his email and the pictures, so it would go, I would just take the pictures, upload the pictures to the drive, right? And keep your stuff segregated. So when you come back from the store, like, do not mix all your stuff. Keep every single store, like, keep every single purchase of every single store separated, so you do not mix stuff, and it's way easier for you, right? So scan the receipt, take the picture, put that to the drive, and then what you would do is, so it would go, my VA would go through that receipt and look at the SKU from the store. So for example, right here, it would see that SKU, which is 4002447974998. It would look at it on the receipt right there, and it would enter it right there in the ledger, right? With the UPC, the SKU from the store, because you can get the UPC. The UPC is this. The UPC is the number on the barcode, which Amazon needs because you can find the ASIN from the UPC, right? So super easy. The receipt number and this. So if I ever got, for example, an IP complaint for I don't know, whatever product, you can turn an ASIN into a UPC, right? Super easy. There's tools online to do this. Just Google it. You just enter the ASIN. They're gonna give you the UPC. Or if you're on Amazon, just look on Seller Amp on the left. They're gonna give you the UPC for the product, right? So if I add this, I would just do Command F, type the UPC, and then I would find right there the exact, like, for that UPC, I would find all the receipt I have and all the picture, because you see I have picture 1671, for example, right there. So I would go to that specific, I would know from which receipt it is. I would go to that folder. And I would choose. For example, if it was picture 2013, I would go here. And I know that this is the one that I need to submit, right? So I would submit this. I would submit the receipt. And it's going to say, you're not going to have any problem with IP complaints and stuff. So this is how I took care of that type of stuff when I was doing retail arbitrage. Start tracking your stuff like this. Start tracking all your purchases, get all your receipts together, and be ready in case you need to submit documentation. Best thing to do to avoid any problem, to safeguard your account against suspension, so you can answer to any account health issue you may have super fast. All right? So I repeat, log all the invoices, right? Log all the invoices. You do not need process. This is just for me to know when my VA did it or if it did not do it. There's some missing, so we will have to talk. I'm just joking. Like, I don't do this anymore, so I don't care. But yeah, just track the name of the receipt, the date. You don't even need the date, to be honest. Just the receipt name, the link to the drive. That's it for your receipts. On the other sheet right there, just put the UPC, the SKU from the store, the receipt, the name of the receipt number, and then the name of, like, the name of the picture. If you really want to go deep into it, you can link the picture every time, but you do not really need it. You just go to the appropriate folder and you find the picture number. That's it. Do this. You're gonna be safe. This is gonna save your ass against IP complaints. This is gonna save your ass against inauthentic complaints if you do retail arbitrage. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Yeah. If you wanna get this, by the way, as I said, it's super helpful. It's not, you can use your phone. I mean, you can use your phone, but this is gonna make it, like, if you really have a lot of receipt to scan, this is gonna make your life so much easier. So yeah, that's today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video every single day at 3 p.m. I'll see you tomorrow, and watch this video on the screen, by the way, if you want to learn more about Amazon. I'll see you tomorrow.